on Mike Drop Sports. Appreciate you all for stopping through. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I got to get the volume off of my computer here. There we are. There we are. Sorry, guys. Appreciate you for all coming through. Let me do not disturb my phone. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. What's up, everybody in the chat? Appreciate you. Make sure you're hitting the like button for us to send the show into the magical world of the YouTube algorithm. I'd truly appreciate that. And again, we are going to talk a little bit about why the Pittsburgh Steelers may or may not be able to shut down Aaron Rodgers here in week 7. And that, I feel like, has to be the main topic of discussion this week. We know what's happening offensively, but we cannot forget about that defensive side of the football and what is exactly happening with the Pittsburgh Steelers in terms of who they are facing this week in Aaron Rodgers and his newfound weapon. Well, not new, a repeat weapon for Aaron Rodgers that he had been so successful with, Davante Adams. Aaron Rodgers has gotten everything he wants now in New York. Everything seems to be perfect for him right now. He's gotten everything he's asked for, and now all of a sudden, will they end up lighting the world on fire here with a 2-4 record right now? That's the question that we all have to ask ourselves with this Jets team. Could it be a game in which the Pittsburgh Steelers go into it a little bit, maybe too confident? I doubt it. I don't think the Steelers are going to overlook this team, especially the defensive side of the football for the Steelers overlooking Aaron Rodgers and his capability of being able to take that game over and totally destroying the Steelers. So we'll dive into that, but we will dive into all your chat questions again here tonight on the show. Again, make sure you're hitting that like button for us. We truly, truly appreciate it. Let's check in on the chat a little bit. Miss Pittsburgh, Daniel Warman, Jason, I have no idea why Tomlin would even suggest they change at quarterback. I feel that they have put the handcuffs on Fields. Do you feel it's personal, or are we on the wrong show? Hold on, guys. I think I might be on the wrong show. that was last night's comments. There we are. Okay, because I'm bringing up the chat because I don't want to reach over and flip in front of your face the whole night. So I'm bringing it up over here. Let me get a drink. Miss Pittsburgh in the house. Gunner Reacts. What's up, man? Beer Malls. What's up? What's up, Rich Kuzma? What's up, Sean? What's up, everybody? Danny George. What's up, my man? This week's game scares me. It scares me too. And that's why I was introing that, man, with Aaron Rodgers and his capabilities of getting that ball downfield, going over with the tight end, going over with Lazard. Lazard is still a dangerous weapon in which the Jets could use and Aaron Rodgers will utilize. And right now, they have Mike Williams also on top of Davante Adams. Also, a tight end in Wilson that they have already used. Lazard has as many touchdowns as the whole damn Steelers wide receiver room. And you can throw in the tight ends into that and the running backs through the air for the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. Lazard has that many touchdowns with 5 right now, and that's what the Pittsburgh Steelers have total. 5 total touchdowns there for the Steelers through the air. So, yeah. It's going to be something to definitely monitor here with what Aaron Rodgers can do and what this Pittsburgh Steelers team has to do in order to corral him. John Broadway downtown. I always hate playing the Jets because you never know how this game will go. Yeah, the Jets are one of those finicky teams, man. But right now, man, like I said at the beginning, Aaron Rodgers has absolutely every damn thing that he's asked for. He got rid of Robert Saleh, and he asked for that. Don't believe for 1 second that Aaron Rodgers didn't ask for Robert Saleh to be fired. He got Nathaniel Hackett. He's got now Davante Adams. He asked for Lazard. He asked for a good defense. All the puzzle pieces are now in place for Aaron Rodgers, and that has to be a very, very scary thing for any team going to face the New York Jets right now. 4 losses, I know. I get it. It took a while to get all those pieces in place. But will this Jets team be massively different than the one you just saw play the Buffalo Bills that almost beat the Buffalo Bills, that I think was robbed of a win against the Buffalo Bills by the referees, in my opinion? But we all know the referees in the NFL are absolute dog shit. We understand that. What's up, Douglas Ball? How are you, my friend? Gunner reacts. Watson can't throw a football to save his life. Are you talking about Deshaun Watson? Yeah, he sucks ass. He's horrible. Gunner reacts. Tomlin does not make any sense. Right now, it doesn't seem like it. And I know a lot of people are out there saying that Justin Fields had that bad game, horrible game. I get that. And I'm not discounting it. The facts are the facts. And we only say the truth here. The truth is what the truth is. The only thing that scares me is other dynamics of the football team. And you're disrupting a team in week 6. And what I think is going to truly happen here, guys, you will see Russell Wilson this weekend. I can guarantee you that. You all seem to know that yourself without Jason telling you that. You're going to see Russell Wilson. And I think you are going to see a 2-week audition. And I think after the bye week, Mike Tomlin will name his starter. That's how I think this is going to play out. I think that Mike Tomlin was so hell-bent and stubborn that he knows that he wanted Russell Wilson to be the starter. And I do too. I did too, as many of you probably did. Many of you wanted Fields to be the starter to start the season. Hey, we had a mixed bag on that. But I guarantee you, Mike Tomlin wasn't going to allow this season to go on without getting to see Russell Wilson. And he wasn't going to allow this to not be some sort of competition here without seeing Russell Wilson after the injury. Because he wasn't going to let a guy lose his job over an injury. Russell Wilson was named the starter to start the season. He was injured. And Mike Tomlin has never given a guy's spot away because of injury. He's just never done that. So we'll see what happens. Let's keep going here. Watson been jamming to P. Diddler. I like that. He has a lot of great weapons. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is now fully loaded, my friends. Why can't we get a bunch of good weapons? Yeah, it's honestly, guys, if you really look at this situation, how the NFL has unfolded here with the trades and what has went on right now with all the trades of the big name wide receivers, it's the Steelers' turn in reality with all the teams that are remaining that have decent records that are in need of a wide receiver. The Steelers are the lone soldier standing, basically. And yeah, I don't understand that, but they should be the next to pull the trigger. I do have faith in something happening before the trade deadline, whether that be the player from the Jets right now, Mike Williams. I seem to think it's either a DK Metcalf or a DeAndre Hopkins type move. If something happens, that's the type of move I would like to see. And if those big name guys can't be had, then maybe you do settle for a Mike Williams who is on a $10 million 1-year deal with the Jets. So you will be able to get him probably rock bottom price. You'll probably be able to get him for a 5th or 6th round pick if you are the Pittsburgh Steelers trying to trade the Jets for one Mike Williams. Sean says it doesn't help me feel better by throwing Russell Wilson in there also. I don't know what to expect with Wilson. And nobody does. It's tough when you haven't played football at a real high level in regular season play since last season. And here we are headed into week 6. It is a definite roll of the dice, a definite weird variable that we're all going to have to deal with and really be sitting there biting our fingernails off, waiting to see exactly what he is able to do. Hopefully, we are going to see the Russell Wilson of old, and not the Russell Wilson who holds the ball too long, not the Russell Wilson who checks down, and hopefully see the Russell Wilson that fits into this system maybe a little bit better than he has in years past with other teams that he's been with. Terry Ward, hello from Memphis, Southern Mississippi. I hope Justin starts. If he doesn't, it will take away from the running game. Yeah, and then there's another side of that coin. And welcome, Terry Ward from Memphis and Southern South Haven, Mississippi, is I think what you're saying. But yeah, there's another side to this coin. Does it help the run game when you have a fully loaded Jalen Warren, Najee Harris, and possibly a Patterson here eventually in the next couple weeks? With the addition of Russell Wilson being able to push the ball down the field, does it help that run game and help the offensive line in that aspect? And then you have the other side of the coin in which you say to yourself, if you are an X's and O's type guy, you're saying, well, Justin Fields provides that variable of being able to handle this bad offensive line play that has been going on in front of him all season and be able to extend drives through his legs. You may be able to deal with missed throws down the field to be able to extend those drives and put points on the board by any means necessary when you're playing with deficiencies on in other position groups. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a coin flip here, and what really truly happens, no one knows. No one knows. But I don't foresee Mike Tomlin going through a season without trying to find out. I just don't see it. And I'm not saying that's the wrong thing to do. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I just think you got to be cautious on exactly every variable at play here. You got to be truly, truly cautious. All right, guys, 11 minutes into the show here on Steel City Live. Make sure you're smacking that like button like you own it. Truly, truly appreciate it. Smack it while the show's going on. That helps us send out into the YouTube algorithm here. So I truly appreciate that here on our daily live show. I'm your host, Jason, and we are here daily, man, about 7:30, 8 o'clock usually. And we are diving into Steelers news here, and week 7 now. And if you would have said before the season started, and I've said this a couple weeks ago too, if you'd have said the Pittsburgh Steelers were 4-2 heading into week 7, nobody would have a bitch. Nobody would be mad about it. Everybody would say, I'll take it. I'll take it. But here we sit with a little bit of a controversy at hand right now. And how do the Steelers handle that situation, man? That's going to be the real true definitive moment. The true defining moment of this season is how the Pittsburgh Steelers handle this situation. You dig yourself a ditch here now and lose to both New York teams just out there being crazy. Yeah, you might not be able to dig yourself out of the hole. You have a very difficult back half of the schedule. I understand, and I am a firm believer in the Pittsburgh Steelers play that division, the AFC North, truly, truly well. And if I were any team in the AFC North, I'd want to be the Steelers because they play the shit out of the AFC North. They have a very good record. The only team that's been even close and comparable to competing with the Steelers when it comes to division play is the Cincinnati Bengals. And that's the facts, Jack. Since 2020, that's been the tale, man. Lamar Jackson has absolutely been dog shit and has got dogged walked by the Pittsburgh Steelers, no matter who's been at quarterback for them when he plays the Steelers. He has been ripped off by Robert Spillane for interceptions. He's been beaten by Kenny Pickett in Pittsburgh. The list goes on and on and on. I'm just saying. But the Bengals, they've been 500 since 2020 against the Steelers in divisional play. The Browns, they've had a couple wins, but not very many against the Steelers since 2020 in divisional play. So definitely the Ravens are the least amount of worry if I'm picking divisional teams to play just by the statistics. Just me. I'm going by the numbers that I've seen here. And those aren't old numbers. Those are recent numbers. Those are from the last 4 years, even last year. So definitely a team to look out for in the divisional race is the Steelers. Beermall's got to just highly pressure Rodgers, rattle him. Yeah, and that's true for every quarterback that you go out against that plays at an extremely high level. You have to get them off their timing, man. You have to make them uncomfortable. You have to disrupt what they do best. And what do good quarterbacks do best? They are on time. They are in rhythm. That is what pro NFL big time elite quarterbacks do. That's how they win games. And that's what you got to do. You got to be able to disrupt that rhythm of Aaron Rodgers, definitely. Let me get a drink. We're already fired up here on Mike Drop Sports, man. The chat questions coming in. Truly appreciate it. The likes going up. Let's continue to do that. Let's continue to get those likes up there as we move through the chat. What's up, the GOAT? Hopefully he lights it up. I just want the quarterback to be a threat to throw for 300 yards, 3 TDs. Yeah, that'd be nice. It definitely would be nice. No doubt about it. I just want to see a win. I don't care if there's a quarterback that throws for 300 yards. It'd be nice. I'd love it. Don't get me wrong, Mark. I would love it. I want to see it, man. But I don't care if it happens. You know what I mean? As long as the W's in the win column or in marked into the win column. Rich Kuzma. This is Tomlin's favorite type of game. NFL record holder of worst record against 5 teams 500 or worse. I didn't know that was an actual statistic. I know his record wasn't really horrible against 500 or less teams. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll have to look it up, though. You may be right, Rich. Unless you just looked it up or something. I trust you, though. Danny George, Firestorm, blitz him. Yeah, you gotta lay the lumber down, guys. Absolutely. You gotta lay the lumber down. Hold on. My chat froze on here. Let me close it out and bring it back in here. Show the chat. I'm wondering, I'm seeing the chat flying around up there, and here I am sitting. And the chat wasn't moving for me here. Now I got it back. Let's keep going. D-Hop to the Steelers. I'd like to see that. Herbie. The GOAT, what do you think about Amari Cooper and Devontae Adams trade? You could just obviously tell that the Cleveland Browns are tearing it down, man. Even though they're paying a quarterback close to $72 million per season with cash options. Just saying, and now they're tearing it down. And Devontae Adams to the Jets was the inevitable. That's where he wanted to go. That's who we wanted to play with. I wish the Steelers would have been able to get him, but I guess, hey, put him in a place he's going to be happy, let him produce, and don't risk the high draft capital and things that you have to give up. I guess it was a third-round pick, I think, and they took on all of his salary, and that was the big one, and the Steelers wouldn't have took on all his salary, and I could guarantee you that would have held it up. The Steelers might have paid the third-round pick, but they were not going to pay all his salary. I can just tell you that now. DK Metcalf would be awesome. Absolutely. I agree, Sean. Browns QB is going to be P. Diddy by the end of the year. We should honestly be 5-1. Yeah, man. We could live in that what if world. We could live in there and say, yeah, we should be, or, what ifs, but we can't change it. You know what I mean? Now we look ahead at the Jets. We're a 4-2 football team. Well, the Steelers are a 4-2 football team. I don't play for them. But I'm saying the Steelers are a 4-2 football team now that has to start looking ahead as the road becomes narrow, as one Mike Tomlin would like to say, to be quite honest with you. And the road does become narrow as you inch toward the end and the middle and all that good parts of the season that you're going to have to continually grow and evolve. And definitely you got to keep your eyes on the prize. Don't look back. But I agree with you. They should have only had one loss. And that was that Colts game. They deserved to lose that game. The Dallas game, Mike Tomlin put his supposed best asset that he leans on the most out there. And they weren't able to come up in a big moment, man. So, yeah, it is what it is. Beer Malls, the hard thing to ignore is Russ is top 3 in passer rating of all time, even in his last few years. Rodgers is number 1. It's going to be an epic battle out there, guys. I know Russ will take a quarter or so to knock the rust off. I can tell you that, no pun intended. But yeah, he'll take a quarter or so to knock that rust off. But honestly, I got to tell you this, and this is something that I've been thinking about all day as I've been really busting my ass here at this house, getting things done that I've neglected to do since we moved here. I think this is going to be a massive war in the fourth quarter. Like third quarter, midway through the third, into the fourth, and throughout the fourth into the end of the game. I just can see this being one of those all-time great wars, those great battles of back and forth type football. And we'll see which defense is able to come up best against the opposing offense of who they're playing, Steelers or Jets. Who Dey, baby? Who Dey? That's so dumb. Don't say that in this chat. Who Dey is stupid. It's the worst thing any sports fan can say. Who Dey? Please, you know my feelings about that if you watch this channel. Who Dey is stupid. It's stupid. Stop saying Who Dey. It's dumb. Just saying. Mark Malone. Can't you come up with something more clever than Who Day? What is? Why? Why? Why do you even feel comfortable saying that without sounding stupid and thinking to yourself, I look like an idiot saying Who Day over and over. Who Day gonna beat down Bible? Who Day? Like, come on. Come on. Pittsburgh fans are at least creative. We got Renegade. Even Myron Cope with his quirky shit. Double Yoli. That's better than Who Day. Come on. Just saying. Got to have a quarterback that can throw. That's from Mark Malone. Absolutely you do. Absolutely you do, Mark. I don't argue that one bit. Gunner Reacts 21. Joey Porter looks good this season. I believe so also. I thought Joey Porter has quietly been a major piece to this puzzle in the Pittsburgh Steelers secondary. Joey Porter Jr. is going to be a good one, guys, and he already is. And definitely has been playing really well. Beer Malls, granted, some people on the list have like only 3 to 4 seasons under the belt, but Russ has 11 years. Russ is a solid guy, man. He's probably... I'm not crowning him now, but he's probably a first ballot Hall of Fame type guy. He's won a Super Bowl. He's played in another. Should have won that Super Bowl if Pete Carroll wasn't an absolute idiot. If you possess Marshawn Lynch in the backfield and you're on the 1-2 yard line and you don't go to beast mode, you don't deserve to have a job, especially not in the Super Bowl making that type of move. You're a freaking idiot. I would have lived and died by it, man. If he wouldn't have made it, oh well. But you hand that ball to Marshawn Lynch. Who's stopping him, dude, in that moment? Who? Who would stop him in that moment? Don't outsmart yourself. I outsmart myself sometimes as a youth football coach. You can't do that at the pro level. That's for rookies and amateurs like myself that are in the coaching ranks. You don't outsmart yourself at the NFL level. Get a life, man. Downtown John Broadway says, Jason, I said yesterday that I think Tomlin planned this out with Russell Wilson, and by not stating who's the starting quarterback shows intent, playing typical games. Yeah, but I don't know if you heard me, Downtown. I think that this was just two. Mike Tomlin was not going to allow this season to go on without seeing Russell Wilson at least a couple games. He just wasn't going to allow it. He was heart set on Russell Wilson starting the season. Injuries happened that derailed that situation. But now Mike Tomlin is giving Russell Wilson a 2-game audition here ahead of the bye week. Live and die by it. Hopefully you come out no worse than 1-1 and you get to see exactly what Russell Wilson is all about, and he will name a starter after that, whether it be Justin Fields, whether it be Russell Wilson. You will find out exactly who is going to lead this franchise for the remainder of the season. Again, barring injury. And yes, it's probably a game. Hopefully it's something that he's just doing to toy with the Jets. But we all know, everybody can see the writing on the wall. It's going to be Russell Wilson. I can guarantee you, Russell Wilson starts on Sunday. And I'm not just saying that. Y2 Kelly 66. Jason, do you think we see Justin coming in to run or be a decoy to help get these receivers open? Good to see you, Y2. Yeah, man. I can see packages. You heard him this season, or Tomlin at the beginning of the season in the preseason talking about that possibility and that being an option. And definitely I think you could. I'm not much for gimmicks. I think it's stupid. I'm not in for the packages either. The only time I'm in for those types of packages are down near the goal line. If you are attempting to just really run it in there and everybody in the building knows you're going to run it, and bring Justin in to add a versatility layer to that to make the defense guess on who's getting the ball. I could see that, but I'm not down for gimmicks. I hope the Steelers aren't down for a bunch of gimmicky shit. I feel like it gets you in trouble and you don't win championships in the NFL doing gimmicky stuff. I said it last night on the show too. Gimmicks are not anything that need to be incorporated into an NFL team, man. You're at a pro level. Gimmicks are not going to work typically. Gimmicks are for rare instances when you catch teams off guard. All right, guys, I'm going to get a drink here 25 minutes into the show here on Steel City Live. I'm your host, Jason. Make sure you're beating that like button up for us. That helps us a lot, guys. So make sure you're hitting that like button during the show. Don't wait till after. Hit it during the show. That way it sends our show out into the YouTube algorithm to be a suggestive video for others to come join our amazing community of thousands of Steeler fans. And we truly, truly appreciate you guys. Let me get a drink and we'll continue through the chat here. Herbie says, we will be 7-2 going into our bye week. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Nah, best we can be is 6-2, my friend. But I hope so, Herbie. I hope we're 6-2. It'd be nice. It'd be definitely nice. I thought we could. Maybe you're right. No, I thought the bye was week 9. Yeah, I thought the bye was week 9. So I think you can only be 6-2. Maybe I'm wrong low too, Herbie. I've been wrong before, my friend. Hold on. Let me get back to where Mel Mills. What's up, Mel? Wilson may even show us that Calvin Austin is capable of being a number 2 when a quarterback can see the field and throw him open on a regular basis. Yeah, he was open in Las Vegas, guys. There was one where Connor Hayward was so open. It was bad. It was a bad one. And then there was the Calvin Austin one that he was way open in the end zone too. That Justin missed both of those. Yeah, those weren't fun things to watch when you rewatch the game and really, really look at it. Beer Malls, it's tough, future or now, and it could blow up in Tomlin's face. Tough decision, folks. Yeah, Mike Tomlin's in a pickle. He's in a pickle, my friends. And yeah, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't in most of these cases here with these quarterbacks. Even if Russell Wilson does okay and leads the team to a winning record and a typical Tomlin ball type record, 10-7, 11-6, that type of record, or maybe even 9-8, maybe, average. You'll have people questioning Mike Tomlin there, and nobody will ever know. Would Justin have done better? We nobody will ever know, but it'll always be an argument, no doubt. But definitely tough decisions. Gunner says, hopefully we can get Roman Wilson involved. I think you'll continue to see Roman sprinkled in. I think that the Roman Wilson game, the come out game, is further down the line. You may see a play here or a play there, but you're not going to see a real full gamma of reps for Roman Wilson here right away. I think they're going to ride with George Calvin, and I do think they make a trade for a wide receiver here before November 5th, especially if they're winning ball games. I'm more concerned about the Commanders game than the Jets. That's from Beer Malls. I'm concerned about both of them, Beer Malls. Jaden Daniels is the real deal. Aaron Rodgers, again, has all the weapons that he's asked for, all the things that he's asked for the Jets to deliver. They've delivered. They've put it on his plate. Here you go. Now they expect him to eat. I worry about both these teams, and the potential of losing to both these teams is a very real possibility. Absolutely. Kelly66, I hope Steelers sack A-Rod or 3 or more times. He gets hot, throws INTs when he is roughed up. Yeah, and you have to do that, guys. TJ Watt, the front, maybe the addition of Alex Highsmith this week allows the Steelers to get back to doing things that they do well, and that's getting back to the quarterback with minimal numbers, and that's what has to happen, guys. Minimal numbers, getting in Rodgers' face, causing disruption, keeping him off balance, keeping him out of rhythm. That is the key to success for this ball game. Point blank, period. The Jets' defense is decent, and can Russell Wilson, yes, put up some points or something? We hope. But you got to keep Aaron Rodgers at bay and keep him 24 points or under, I believe, to even have a chance to win this game. In Boswell, we trust in this game. You don't want to see, guys, it's not going to be a good sign if Chris Boswell kicks 4 field goals this game. I can tell you it's probably going to end up with a loss. You don't want to see this Boswell barrage of field goals today. But speaking of Chris Boswell, my friends, we got to recognize him. I talked about it earlier today. Chris Boswell is on pace right now for attacking and overtaking David Akers, a record set back in 2011, to actually be the league leader in made field goals for a season, to go down in the history books. He is on pace for that right now, guys. And that might not be a record that's thrilling, you know? I mean, it's good for Boz. I love Boz. I'd love to see him in the history books. But what does that mean for the offense? You know, are they not getting it done? You know? Oh, man. Hold on. Where were we? Okay. Mark Malone. I just want to soften up the box somehow. Absolutely. We did that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to find where we were. I see some sense in starting Wilson at QB. If Russ can hit that the quick passes and run play action correctly, hitting some deeper routes, he may attract a real number 2 receiver. Yeah, maybe, man. I'd like to see him push the ball down the field too, man. We'll just keep our fingers crossed on what he's going to be able to do. Here we go. Beer Malls, you like you said earlier, Jason, it's going to be a 2-game decision before the bye week. Tomlin going to gamble. I think that's what it's going to be. It's the only logical thing that makes sense, but Mike Tomlin doesn't usually make sense in a logical manner. I looked it up last year. Oh, okay, Rich, sorry, buddy. I was just wondering. I never heard it before, but thank you for the record. I appreciate it. Aaron Jade, here we go. Steelers wave the towels for Miss Pittsburgh. Mel Mills. Wilson may even show us that Calvin Austin is capable of being a number 2. Yeah, maybe. It's tough. We did that. Foot's big. What's up, man? F who day. I agree. F who day. It's stupid. And I love Daniel Warman. He's always in here, and he's a Bengals fan. But, man, please, guys, don't say who day. John Broadway, downtown. There was this thought that the Browns are looking to sell Deshaun Watson for his hefty contract, plus the Browns number 1, 2, looking some team that has cap space. Yes, how are the Clowns are? Yeah, nobody's gonna take on that deal. Browns are stuck, especially with the way Deshaun Watson is playing. Nobody's taking on that deal. I don't think there's any team that's that stupid. Maybe like a Panthers or No, not the Jags. They have Trevor Lawrence. Maybe one of them dumb teams that suck every year, you know, that never are any good. Let's keep going here. Is that Jets defense good? Haven't researched them from Beer Malls. Yes, they're very efficient unit. That defensive front for them is very efficient. I definitely feel like the secondary is pretty decent. Guys like Sauce Gardner back there. Definitely a defense that you cannot sleep on, and they can cause some real problems for opposing offenses. So it's not going to be an easy day at work for Russell Wilson in this Steelers offense. I can guarantee that. Sean, it's Pittsburgh. Gonna react. We can really get Calvin Austin some splash plays. I'm down for it. I'm ready. Aaron Jade, who day or we day? Oh, I know what you're saying though. Miss Pittsburgh. Them fans don't know what to say. They'll say anything. Here we go, Steelers. Yeah, when your team typically blows and you have a lot of years to where you know it's down. This would be my theory. You would have a lot of time to come up with some really good catchphrases, really cool traditions, and things of that nature. You know, we're just busy winning in Pittsburgh most of the time, collecting Lombardi trophies. And we still manage to come up with cool shit like Renegade and stuff like that, you know. I think Bengals fans are smarter than that. They could come up with something better than Who Day. Aaron gonna get blasted by Alex, my bold prediction. I hope so. I've been impressed with old man Cam Hayward. What a beast. Yeah, he's played really well this year so far. So let's hope Cam continues that and stays healthy. And best of luck to old 9-7 Cam Hayward. John Broadway, any more saying and reciting Jets? That's idiotic. Yeah, that's uncreative also. Jet. The guy I coach. Hey, here's a funny story. Well, not a funny story, just a story. The guy I coach youth football with, we coach the team together. We don't have like head coach, assistant coach. We just coach the team, man. Malik and I, good guy. He's a Jets fan, so I've been laying off of him. I haven't got to see him here but once this week. So Malik, if you're out there, I'm gonna ride your ass hard here now that it's coming up on game day, baby. You better get. I asked him the other week because I made a bet on the Jets money line, and I said, should I take the Jets? And he told me yes, and they lost. That's all right though. You win some, you lose some, baby. Uh let's keep going. Game over, Bob. And in an alternate universe, Marshawn gets stuffed, and everyone is talking about how they showed rolled out Russ. Should have rolled out Russ. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you never know, man. I just feel like in no world possible that the Marshawn Lynch doesn't gain a yard in that situation, not to win a Lombardi. Guys are going to have that fight, baby. Even probably my old ass would be able to say, I'm about to win a Lombardi trophy. I'm putting that fucking ball across the line. And I might even get it done. You never know. And I'm old. Gunner says we get Tom Brady out of nowhere. Oh, no. No. He's too old, man. Beer Malls, that's a big body Hayward. Hope that dude stays healthy. He's been killing it. Yeah, he's fat as hell this year, bro, but he's doing well. He's doing well. He's a big human, man. He is a big human. At training camp and shit, when I see him, man, I'm like, oh my Lord, is that a big human? Sean, for real, we can't afford to lose 97 on defense. We can't afford to lose nobody else on defense. Nobody. We need to keep that bitch intact, my friends. Because, whew, yeah, you got to keep that defense healthy, man, and that's a big thing for Russell Wilson. And I hope there is a healthy Jaylen Warren involved this week because I feel like the action game, the run game, hopefully they can control that time of possession, limit Aaron Rodgers' time on that football field, limit his ability to do damage, his opportunities to do damage with a wide receiver core that's gotten a lot better this week. Hopefully that's the case. And the Steelers can keep that defense rested and healthy and ready to really get a good rest here headed into the bye week. I'm excited for the bye week because I want to see what the Steelers look like when they get to be full strength again. Well, not full strength, but full strength as you're going to get for midway through the season. Harris is beast mode. Beer Malls, that injury killed us last year. Sean and Landon Roberts has really been showing up also. Oh, yeah, Landon Roberts, man. He's a guy that doesn't get talked about enough. He's a monster, guys. Downtown Jaw Broadway. I watched a video on Lewis Lips against the Colts. 3 TDs, 158 yards, 1985. Who was the quarterback? Well, good old Mark Malone. What a player. There he was. It was a good day for old Mark. Congratulate Mark on that day. He really knew how to hit Lewis that day. Lewis tore up the Colts, man, in 85 behind Mark, our guy Mark right here, behind a strong arm Mark Malone that day. Old 1-3 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think he was 13, or was he 11? I think Mark was 11. Mark, tell us what number you were, buddy. Miss Pittsburgh, yes, let's hit that like button, guys. Let's hit that share button. Let's subscribe to the channel here on Mike Drop Sports. We truly appreciate it. Let's get those likes up because those likes, guys, send us out there into the world and allow more people to join our conversation here on the channel each and every day. Also, there was somebody blocked last night. I'm going to have to look and see who did it. I can't remember. But if you're a moderator, make sure you're watching. If you hit comments, make sure you're watching because sometimes you can accidentally hit the block button. But Sean caught it and messaged me and told me, and I fixed it. So no harm, no foul. But if you're the person that got blocked last night and you're out there, it's fixed. So you can comment and no big deal, my friend. Let's see. Wave those towels. I appreciate it, Miss Pittsburgh. Beer Malls, the only gift from our NFL schedule is a nice mid-season bye week. Yeah, man. Way better than that beginning of the damn season last year bye week that we had. That shit was trash, bro. That shit was trash. John Broadway, yeah, can't miss Mount Washington. Geez, no, it's right up the hill, man. The incline runs right up and down it. You can't miss Mount Washington, guys. Just playing. Just playing. Yeah, I meant 6-2. Yeah, it's all right, Hervey. I knew what you meant, buddy. I was just trying to think if I was wrong, because sometimes I'm wrong too, buddy. Hey, does Cam Sutton start after his suspension? Hell yes, he will. He'll be involved. The Steelers are definitely starting his ass. You know that, Beer Malls. Hervey, I don't see us losing to the New York teams. I agree the Commanders game could be a loss after the bye. I just don't want to see it be a 1-2 type situation, man. The Steelers cannot afford that. To be 5-4 coming out of that Commanders game, that's ugly, guys. That's ugly. Whoo, is that ugly? Downtown John Broadway. Call me what you want, but downtown knows that Tomlin ain't going beyond round one if we do make the playoffs. He ain't proven that he could get out of round one as of late, has he? How about for about the last damn decade he hasn't been able to get out of round one, even if he's able to get into round one. No doubt about it. Boss Man is the only offense that the Steelers have that has us consistent in putting points up literally. Gunner J.F. at running back and Russ at quarterback. Pittsburgh 412 Steelers fan from Pittsburgh, living in Jersey. I tell you, the Jets are a joke. It's like the JV team organization-wise. That's cool insight that you have, man. Pittsburgh 412, getting to see that firsthand. Is that your local market, NFL team? But man, everything's in place for Aaron Rodgers. I'm really, really curious to see what happens with it. And we're the first test for old Davante Adams reuniting with his quarterback of the past. Big Tom Ford, man of steel. What's up? Hey, everyone. What's up, my friend? Damn it. There we go. Q Williams, 95 will be a problem. Yeah, 95 will be a problem. You ain't lying there, Pittsburgh 412. TD, hey fam, just got home late. Good to see you, Tom. TD, yeah, you're Tom too. I always, when I see Tom and Tom, when you guys are in the chat pretty damn close, like Tom Ford and then TD, I'm always thinking I'm calling somebody by the wrong name. I don't know why. It's just like I see it so quick and I try to get through the chat and I'm like, oh shit. Watch out for Quincy Williams strip sacking Russ like he did against the Broncos last year. Joshua Shields, good evening, ladies and gentlemen of Steelers Nation. Do you think there could be a plan where both Justin Fields or Russell Wilson are on the field at the same time on Sunday night? I sure to hell hope not, Joshua Fields. I think it's a stupid move already in a stupid situation that the Steelers got going on. Armin Byfield. Hi, watching from Germany. Well, welcome, Armin. I'm sorry if I butchered your name there, man, but glad to have you from Germany watching the show. Truly, truly appreciate that. Pittsburgh 412, I will be home for the Jersey turnaround week, Jets and Giants, back-to-back weeks. I'm excited. Yeah, man. The Steelers will be traveling, I believe, to the Giants, or are they at home? I'm not sure. Armin, what do you guys think? Who is going to win the AFC title this year? Well, I mean, it's obvious. The Pittsburgh Steelers. No. Probably the Kansas City Chiefs, to be honest with you. Them or the Buffalo Bills, I think, are definitely a good team. Yeah, I discount the Ravens because I just feel like they just don't get it done in the playoffs. I'm not going to pick them. I feel like it's going to be the Bills or the Chiefs, but hopefully it's my Steelers. Beer Malls, Germany, Oktoberfest. Yeah, man, it is beer Oktoberfest. Amen, man. I hope Najee goes off for his second game in a row. Yeah, man, that would be really, really cool, guys, to have Najee Harris get another 100-yard game, but we got to remember the odds. That was only Najee's seventh 100-yard game of his career. Hopefully he starts to bust that trend up and really up that average and the amount of times that he is able to reach 100 yards rushing. Tom Ford, Jason, in case you didn't see what I said earlier, I'm kind of nervous about playing the Jets now that it was said that Davante Adams would play for the Jets this weekend. Yeah, man, I didn't see that, Tom. I've been in the yard working all day, so if you guys made comments I didn't answer to, I apologize. I'll catch up on them probably later tonight or tomorrow morning. But yeah, I've been outside busting ass. I put a hot tub in for my wife today. I rewired and put in a new chandelier in the dining room. I cleaned out my garage a little bit and made room to actually pull vehicles in there. Yeah, I cleaned out this room, in which it's a way bigger room, long wise, but I cleaned boxes out that we had clothes in and things of that nature. Spoiled brat kids that have clothes with tags on it that they just don't give a shit about. When I was a kid, it's like, hey man, you're getting a few outfits to start school. These assholes, man, they just think they should just get new shit every week, and that ain't how life works, bro. Not in this house. Maybe it does, but it shouldn't work that way. But yeah, I'm worried too, man. Devontae Adams is definitely a big addition, dude. We are proud of you, Mark. What's up, Jason? Sean Beermouse. What's up, Big Russ? John Broadway. 16, Mark Malone. There it is. That's right, John Broadway. Thank you, my friend. Damn, I lost my place again. We got to figure this shit out. Hi, Tom. Hope it wasn't me. Yeah, hey, I don't know who it was, Russ, but I can look and see who it was. But when you guys are watch when you're on the phone and you're since you have moderating powers. When you click on, like, if you accidentally click on a comment, that box will jump up like on the side of your screen if you're a moderator. And sometimes, like me, I got fat thumbs, so sometimes I hit things like that, and you can hit it without even knowing it, and you just think you closed the box. But make sure you guys just look in the chat and say something to whoever it was, and then I'll have to go back in after the show and just fix it. That way they know. But no big deal, guys. We'll fix it, man. We roll with the punches here. Bad brownies for life. I only like good brownies. I don't like bad brownies. I only like good ones. Really good ones. Right, Sean? Armin. Man, I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm gonna have to put it in the translator so I know exactly, or the thing on the phone to pronounce your name. Guys, I want to place a bet on the Chiefs winning the AFC title. What do you think? It'd be one that you might have a good chance of winning. I can tell you that. Yeah, very good chance. I have to go to sleep. I have school in the morning. See you, Gunner. We're going into the bye 6-2. I hope so, man. No, I hope so. Both at home. All right, Pittsburgh 4-2. I like home games, man. I might try to get to one. Hold on. Oh, Beer Malls, thank you, my friend. Appreciate the super chat from Beer Malls. Beer Malls coming in with the super chat. Let's go, Steelers Nation. Come on. Again, Beer Malls, truly, truly appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for always supporting the channel, buddy. Truly, truly a blessing to have you guys in the chat and with us here at Mike Drop Sports. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button for us here on the channel. And if you're not subscribed, why not subscribe and join the best damn community on YouTube for Steelers fans? And that's here at Mike Drop Sports and the live show, Steel City Live, every single night. We are here talking Steelers football, pregame, postgame, all that good shit. This week for the pregame, guys, I have, just to give you a heads up before I go further, and we're already 50 minutes in almost. I have an away game with my kids. We sign up and we're not in a travel league, but all of a sudden we're in a damn travel league. But anyway, the game we are playing this weekend with my youth team that Coach Malik and I coach, we will be traveling about an hour and 20 minutes away for a game. We are going to Tucker County, West Virginia to play a game against the Tucker County Wildcats. So we will be there. That game starts at 2. Typically about an hour a game lasts for our youth team, and that would be about 3 o'clock. By the time I get down off the mountain, I may be able to get that pregame show in. We'll see. But if it doesn't happen, bear with me. We'll definitely do postgame show, even though it'll be late. But we'll see what happens. But if there's another delay or some shit to where the game ain't gonna end till 2 in the morning, we will not do any type of postgame show because Jason isn't talking at 2 in the morning to anybody. just to let you know. All right. Let's get back. Let's try to catch up on the chat. Bills from Man Bear Pig. Adam should have went to the Bills. Man, dude, don't be so greedy, bro. You got freaking Amari Cooper. Come on. Don't be so damn greedy. Shit, bro. Save some for the rest of us, bro. Shit. Sean, I think the team to beat right now is in the NFC, Detroit. They're a good ball club. No doubt about it, Sean. That's a good pick. That's definitely a good pick. Downtown Joe on Broadway. If the Chiefs, I don't know what you're saying there. I'll make it to the AFC Championship. They aren't winning it. There's a reason that three-peat is so hard for Super Bowl titles. Absolutely. It is a very, very difficult task to three-peat in the NFL. This isn't, Major League Baseball. This ain't none of that bullshit. This is a man's sport. This is a hard hitting. This is a real physical sport. Winning 3 back to back, any of that shit is unheard of, my friends. It's a difficult task, and that's why you don't see it, because it is extremely difficult. Joshua Shields, my birthday is coming up on October 28th, so hopefully we will defeat the New York Giants on Monday night. Well, happy early birthday, Joshua Shields. Appreciate you always stopping through and talking some Steelers football. Sean, I just switched out our chandeliers also. Yeah, man. And then I sent a pic. Listen to this shit. This really pisses me off. We bought this chandelier quite some time ago when we first moved in here, about 4 months ago. And beautiful, nice golden chandelier, looks pretty, all that good shit. It's been sitting in the garage, put together, ready to go. I haven't put it up because we've been waiting on a new dining room table that should be here this week. But I haven't put it in. So today I decide, because we got the chairs for the dining room table. They're all ready. They're all put together. They're ready to roll. The china hutch is up. It's ready to roll. So I said, I'm going to put the freaking chandelier up. I put the chandelier up, and I sent her a picture. And she's like, I'm going to have to see it in person. I said, it ain't coming down, bro. It ain't coming down. All right, guys, I can't do no more. My voice hurts. If I missed your shit, I'm sorry. You're going to have to get back in there. Some nights our chat's so full, which is one of those nights. I truly appreciate you guys for putting all the chats in there. Again, thank you to Beer Malls for that super chat. I truly appreciate it. But stop back in tomorrow if I didn't get to your question, and we'll talk about it tomorrow on a Thursday edition of Steel City Live. But I'm done. I get to a point. And I'm sure you guys have noticed, usually I just get to a point and that's it. I'm done, man. Sometimes you just run out of gas, man. You just run out of gas. But thank you guys so very much for joining me. Thank you so much to the new subscribers that I'm sure we've had some tonight. Thank you to the loyal Mic Drop Mafia, everybody always in here in the chat. You guys make it fun. And until tomorrow night, man, or tomorrow morning, we'll be back with another show. So until then, I'm Jason. This is Mic Drop Sports. Peace, guys. Thank you.